Hey friends, today I'm going to talk about what I think are the most important things to know before getting a guinea pig. Frenchie, she's trying to hump Gigi. Look, Gigi's running. Gigi's like, no. So I'm gonna just jump right into it. The first thing that I think is the most important before you get a guinea pig is to make sure that you have a vet in your area that sees small pets. They might call it exotic pets, but it is really important that you do find someone that is in driving distance for you to take your guinea pig, because guinea pigs do need vet care. And if anything, it is really good to, just like your dogs or cats who have their yearly wellness visit, to do the same thing with your guinea pigs. I'm not saying everyone has to do this, or shame on you if you haven't, but for me, I felt really comfortable with, as soon as I got a new guinea pig, I would make an appointment, get them their paperwork, get a weigh-in, and then, you know, every year, as long as we didn't have any issues in between, just keep checking in so that I could have a professional check their molars, teeth, and all the things that are really important to your guinea pig's health. Another positive thing about being at the vet is you can get hands-on experience on how to do certain things like nail trims, checking teeth yourself, how to give syringe feeding to your pet. Like, they can teach you all kinds of things. It's really good to have a vet, period. So secondly, I would say that the most important thing is, if you're going to consider getting a guinea pig, you need to consider getting two. They are herd animals. It is very important for them to have a buddy, someone that they can communicate with. They find comfort in having someone of their same species. This is the reason why in some countries it is considered illegal to only have one guinea pig, because it is that important to their livelihood and health to have someone. They can get very depressed without having another friend. So with saying it is important to have them in pairs, you also need to watch videos on bonding and how to bond guinea pigs. What's the easiest way, best way, male, female. That'll be a whole nother video, because it can go deep. Just know, pairs, if you're thinking about getting guinea pigs, it is very important. I say the next important thing would be your cage size. I know that most people do get guinea pigs from pet stores. I'm not here to shame anyone. I also know that that's sometimes the only place, depending on where you live, that you can get guinea pig. At the pet store, they're gonna have a cage. It's got like a blue bucket bottom. I'll have Josh do a little and show you what I'm talking about. Yeah, don't buy that one. If that is what you need to bring your guinea pig home in and have him in it temporarily while you're waiting for your CNC cage or your other cage that you're gonna use to come in, fine, but it cannot be where your guinea pig lives its life. It's very unhealthy for a guinea pig to live in the size of a cage that is provided for you at a pet store. Do not buy your cage from the pet store. You can go online. I think it's the one I looked at was the Humane Society, and you can Google what is the appropriate size cage for a guinea pig, and it will tell you 2 guinea pigs, and it'll give you the dimensions for 3 guinea pigs, and so on and so forth. So you can look up the exact dimensions of how big a cage should be per how many guinea pigs you have. I highly recommend doing that. It will be bigger than you think. And I get comments all the time. I mean, I have an entire room and people still tell me I don't have enough space for my guinea pigs. I get the comment often. For guinea pigs and for the guinea pig community, it is very important to have a suitable size cage for your guinea pig. All right, now we're on to diet. Honestly, again, the most important thing about diet is 24 access to hay. There's a lot I can say about diet in general, but I'm gonna just focus on hay for this video, because that is the most important thing of your guinea pig's diet, is having 24 access to hay. So research your hay, know what type of hay your guinea pig should be eating, because there are a lot of hays out there and some are not good for your guinea pigs. The best hays to use are gonna be Timothy hay, orchard hay, or oat hay. Alfalfa hay is acceptable to use for like infant guinea pigs or pregnant guinea pigs, but it has a lot of calcium in it, so it's not good to have in their everyday diet. I will sometimes sprinkle it in, like, I don't know, like once a month as like a treat, just a little bit. I stopped really doing that, but I do have some. I like to feed the deer with it outside. I don't tell my husband that until now, but now I just did.
I like the deer.
I know, they started eating my sunflowers. So I started offering hay instead of them eating my sunflowers. So the two main reasons why 24 access to hay is important is because, for one, guinea pigs have very sensitive GI tracts. And hay is rich in fibers, and it keeps their digestive tract moving, and it keeps their system where it's supposed to be. So it's very important. The second reason would be because, like horses, guinea pigs have teeth that are constantly growing. So they need to be able to file them down. And so the hay and being able to constantly graze, they can file their own teeth down. And this also takes part into why I say having a vet is very important, because just like horses, just like rabbits, their teeth can grow in wrong, so they're not able to file them down. And if they're not being able to file them down, the teeth are gonna grow down into their throat, and you will have to have a vet clip their teeth and teach you how to do it, or you'll have to take your guinea pig in to have their teeth clipped. So, two-part, why hay is important, why a vet's important, all things important. Look at his foot. Will you look at his foot? It's sticking. I know, because you have to just, can I get it with my phone and you use that on the, oh my God. I wanna kiss it. You gotta trim your nails. Oh my God, he's in there purring by himself. He's like, it's David, of course. He's the biggest flirt. Back to the important stuff. Water. You want to make sure your guinea pig has access to water. Along with inside your habitat cage, I said hay is important. Water is also very important. People do it different ways. I mean, I have people try to tell me that I should be giving them water in a bowl, but I have tried that and my guinea pigs just either tip it over, step in it, go to the bathroom in it. Mine didn't really take to drinking out of a bowl. I have water bottles. So there's a bunch of different kinds. See what works for you. I've talked in my haul video about the water bottles that I like the best. Make sure they're drinking it. Keep an eye on the water level. If you do not see that it is going down, you can syringe feed your guinea pig water. I do that with almost every rescue I take in for the first few days, because you can tell by their poop if they're dehydrated or not. I will show you. This lighter colored brown would be the dehydrated poop. It doesn't necessarily mean there's anything wrong with your guinea pig. It just means they need more water. And usually when I start to syringe feed water, once I notice the poop is like this, it's back to being juicy within 24 hours. They're little, they don't really need a lot. So just syringe feeding them a little bit of water really does go a long way. I'm gonna need to wash my hands now. Be right back. Another important thing that I think is really important to have in your cage is a hidey of some kind. Whether it's a tunnel, whether you bridge across a blanket like this, or you have actual little houses. These plastic ones aren't very popular in the sense of it's plastic. And in plastic in the sun isn't a good thing. But so if you have a plastic little hidey house, just make sure the sun's not shining on it. I have some because they were donated to me through people who have piggies pass away. So that's why I do have some. And they like them. So I just have to make sure that they're not in the sun. So hideys are important because your guinea pig is a ground prey animal. It is used to being hunted from above. They live in the ground, they burrow, they hide. So for their comfort and for what they feel is safe, they need something that they can get underneath and hide. Otherwise, you're gonna have a very stressed out and anxious pig if they don't feel like they can get somewhere where they feel like they have found a safe spot to get away from whatever is making them nervous. And you are probably gonna be what's making them nervous, and don't let that hurt your feelings. So the last thing I would like to say, which ties into this hideys, is when you bring your guinea pigs home, don't be surprised if they want nothing to do with you. I mean, I've had some of these guinea pigs for almost a year and they still run for me. That is their nature. Just give them some time. You'll be surprised how after, you know, for some it took like a week, for some it took a month, and then they were coming up to me and taking treats out of my hand, veggies out of my hand, weeking when I came into the room. Like, it will evolve. You just gotta give them time. They are gonna be very nervous and shy at first, which is why I say you might need to syringe feed, because they might be too nervous to drink water on their own. So you will have to just give it to them. So my advice is to just sit back, give them time, get comfortable in their new home, and then try to work on your bond with them. But first, what's important is them just getting comfortable in their new living space so that they are eating and drinking on their own and getting their regular intake of the nutrients that they need. So in this video, I did not touch on a lot of things that are also important, like veggie intake, what veggies to eat, how much calcium should be in your guinea pig's diet, nail trims, bore sack cleanings. There is a lot to know. So I just focused on the main things that I thought you should look into before you decide to get a guinea pig. But if you do get a guinea pig, you will need to go deeper into that and research a lot more. I highly suggest you tune into channels like Sasky from LA Guinea Pigs, Scotty's Animals, Skinny Pigs 1. They are great educational channels. I find that these are people who are very experienced. I'm kind of more just taking you guys on a journey through my life with guinea pigs and what I've learned. So it is important to tune in to educational channels like those. As always, guys, thank you for being here with us. David and I really appreciate you. We love you.